Hello everyone, welcome back to Storky Farmstead. So it's obviously too hot to do a video outside. This video today is a continuation of the live from this morning. I found the video of the gentleman telling everyone about the police blocking all the roads.
There's a reason Jonathan Herzog's video has been viewed over 1 million times. It tells the story of Front Street in those crucial hours of 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and 5 p.m.
I'm going to play that for you guys, but let me explain something. I'm going to first read the timeline of events as reported by Hawaiian Electric to you, and then let you watch this clip, and you're going to understand how evil, how mismanaged this entire fire was by the police department. Okay, as of August 8th, 2023 at 5:42 in the morning, there were poles leaning onto Highway 30. And Hawaiian Electric says they responded at 7:20 a.m. They were able to reinforce and stabilize the poles. And they do not believe that these poles fell on August 8th. But they understand that the Maui Police Department shut down the right-hand turning lane at the intersection of Kiwa Street and Hanapalini Highway.
ITV4 reported on the other side of the Cannery Mall that Herzog passed by in the 4 p.m. hour. The highway was completely shut down for 2.5 hours at Keawe Street until at least 5:24 p.m. Traffic routed towards Front Street. At 5:30, Herzog comes to the end of Front Street, and to his surprise,
it looks like two police vehicles parked kind of nose to that exit for Front Street, kind of at a V like this. The traffic had basically bottlenecked right there.
You're going to hear the gentleman talking about that road being blocked. He even shows footage of it in the video coming up. Moving on. August 8th, 2023 at 5:51. Pole leaning near 761 Wayne Street. Hawaiian Electric received a report from Maui Police Department at approximately 5:51. And they stabilized it. We understand that Maui Police Department closed Wayne Street between Lahaina Luna Road and Dickinson Road on August 8th. See, the police are saying they were blocking roads because it was dangerous. The poles were leaning, the poles were falling, the lines were coming down. But Hawaiian Electric was not lying when they said as of 6:13 that they had told Maui Police Department the electricity's off. They also told them again, guys, through communication further along in this report at like 4 o'clock, the electricity is off. You can open up the roads. No one's going to get electrocuted.
I asked the chief of police directly at the last press conference, were command and control for fire and police in contact that afternoon in the emergency operations center? He declined to answer that, but says that police were directing the public away from dangerous power lines. Hawaiian Electric says those power lines were de-energized as of the morning.
Makes you think, doesn't it? So let me keep going. Let's see. There were several more poles down on Hanapalini Highway, south of Lahaina. Maui Police Department reported several more poles down at approximately 6:13. And the County of Maui issued a tweet at 6:38 notifying the public that Hanapalini Highway between Front Street and Hokakolia Place was closed. Additional poles fell across Hanapalini Highway at the intersection with Aloha Road at approximately 16:12. That's 4:12 p.m., folks. Hawaiian Electric crews and crews from a contractor responded to that location of the down poles in the morning and spent the remainder of the day addressing them. Once crews became aware of the need to clear the highway to facilitate the evacuation after the Lahaina PM fire broke out, their focus shifted to that. By approximately 16:48, that is 4:48 p.m., crews cleared the southbound lane of Hanapalini Highway, allowing traffic to move. At 5 p.m., Maui County issued a press release announcing the southbound Hanapalini Highway had been opened.
When he was later heading home through Lahaina town just before 3 p.m., he hit this roadblock on the southbound highway at Kapuna Kea before the Cannery Mall. Herzog backtracked to where Front Street meets the highway. Traffic moved well enough at that time to rejoin the highway near Lahaina Luna here at 3:02 p.m. But then, Herzog says, traffic snarled with downed trees and crews working to the south.
Then I ended up turning around and trying to go north again, thinking, well, at least I'll get out of Lahaina.
But to the north, the gridlock was worse, he says, so he detoured over on Baker and then south again on Waine'e. At 3:19, his camera shows a police vehicle blocking access to the highway at Papalaua.
I knew that name sounded familiar, folks. I went digging back through here, and here it is, August 8th, 2023, at 4:19, down poles blocking Highway 30 near Papapalua Street. At approximately 4:19, a Hawaiian Electric employee reported they were unable to pass the subway in Lahaina by Papapalua Street because downed poles blocked Hanapalini Highway. We understand from public social media that Hanapalini Highway between Lahaina Luna Road and Papapalua Street was closed around 4:20 on August 8th.
But nothing had eased up, so without GPS, he heads north to look for an open route. His first view of the fire at 3:24 p.m. on the hillside, and just before 4 p.m., he ends up in this line of cars on Front Street, in gridlock.
My goal is to get into the Kingdom Hall parking lot. Just sat there, I think it was a good 25 minutes, something like that.
Holy cow, dude. So now the smoke is virtually blocking out the light. I am gonna make my way down to the water.
At 4:26, Herzog abandoned his car at Kingdom Hall and walked to Mala Wharf.
It was obvious the fire was out of control, so that's when I decided to leave the vehicle completely.
Passing vehicle after vehicle, he noticed of those on the bridge.
All of those cars were still sitting there, just same exact spots.
It continues, right? August 8th at 6:40 a.m., broken pole at intersection of Lahaina Luna Road. And it goes on to say that Hawaiian Electric knew about the broken pole. The last transmission line to West Maui had tripped offline prior to that. In other words, yes, the lines are breaking, the poles were breaking, they were falling. There was no electricity. The last line had broke prior to 7 a.m. in the morning, but the police kept using that as an excuse. Now, I get it. I told the story last year of how in the middle of a tornado here in Southeast Louisiana, I drove over live power lines. It was absolutely horrific, folks, to hear the electricity popping under my vehicle and seeing it spark all around me in the storm. And 911 was able to cut power to an entire neighborhood to free me so that I could move my vehicle. So I understand, but you know when a live power line hits the ground, it pops, pop, 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 like a whip, right? Shooting sparks everywhere.
All right, folks.
There's no way that these police officers didn't know that was no power to those lines. Then they got another report at 8:43 a.m. from Kue Place. But it was a dead-end road, and it is not believed these lines blocked egress. Then at 9:45 a.m., 8 poles down near Highway 30. And again, they were not blocking the highway. At 10:14, broken lines at Dickinson Street. It is not believed the line blocked traffic. It's in the report. At August 8th at 10:17 a.m., service line down at Mill Street. A Hawaiian Electric crew identified a service line down at Mill Street in Lahaina at approximately 10:17 a.m. It is not believed this line blocked traffic. Hawaiian Electric became aware of leaning and falling poles on Mill Street, a dirt road east of Hanapalini Highway, not actively traversed. These down poles did not appear to block traffic. Because see, that's what the police were claiming, remember? So yeah, Hawaiian Electric came back hard, dude. Now, folks, I know it's upsetting. I know it is. But you remember earlier in the live, I said, why? Why are all these Las Vegas sheriffs and deputies coming to Maui and all these other islands to be police officers, right? Like, why are they coming from Las Vegas? I said, what is Las Vegas known for other than gambling? The mob, organized crime. Guess what happened a year ago? There was a whole organized crime ring that the FBI was investigating, folks. Now, look, Stephen and I are going back to Maui August 1st through the 11th to meet with the king, to meet with the princess, to document about the sovereignty of the land, to help the indigenous peoples have a flipping voice. If you did not know already, people on Maui are being blocked on all social media platforms from getting their stories out. We're going back to speak to victims, to speak to indigenous peoples, to try to get as many firsthand reports of that day. We'll be talking to Iris again, people that we spoke to in September and October. Justin, we're asking you guys to row in our boat. If everybody on this platform would send $1, we'd have $50,000 to pass out. I'm going to link the different ways you can do that. You don't have to use Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. You can use a credit card through our Give, Send, Go, which is like GoFundMe, but through a Christian organization. Or you can simply mail something, folks. Look, this isn't happening without you. But one way or the other, we're getting back to Maui, guys. We're going to report truth because this is a joke. Here's that clip on the organized crime.
Investigation stretches from Oahu to Maui. Christy Tamashiro has details.
Officials are calling it Operation Vaikava, a 2-year investigation closing in on what the FBI is calling an illegal drug and gambling enterprise.
In what we believe to be a nefarious scheme that has been operating between multiple Hawaiian islands and the mainland.
On Friday, special agents arrested Malio Tauheluhelu on Oahu, who they say was the leader, and 2 others on Maui. Officials say 1 person remains on the loose. Authorities say they recovered a significant amount of illegal items.
At least $68,000 in U.S. currency. At a minimum, 15 pounds of methamphetamine. It hasn't all been tallied up yet. 7 firearms, including 2 untraceable ghost guns, and in excess of 20 gaming machines.
Officials say the operation was elaborate, using burner phones, avoiding TSA screening to move drugs, and using firearms to protect their operations. Officials add legitimate businesses in Waianae, Kaka'ako, Lahaina, and Wailuku were used as fronts for illegal gambling.
The first thing we do in our efforts to protect the public are to fight vigorously to make sure that these individuals remain in custody.
Federal authorities are committing to cracking down on more illegal activity in Hawaii.
Our team's work is not done. Our investigation continues, and we will identify and deter those who are poisoning the people of Hawaii.
Thank you all so much for just being here with us, loving on us. I attached in community post a video my dad and I did today here at the forum. If you want to know what's going on with the Food for Thought program and stuff, go check that out. It's amazing. I'll be passing out Food for Thought bags tomorrow. It's my best friend who came home on hospice. My friend with breast cancer. It's all right, guys. It's all right. God's got this. We love you guys. Please continue to just share the videos. Try to help us fundraise as much as possible, folks. If you know anybody that may possibly have a timeshare, please email me. God bless you guys. I got a lot to do. Have a blessed day. Oh, if you get the newsletter, check your email. If you missed the Zoom that we did last week, we are Zooming again this Friday, 1 o'clock Central Time Zone. Let Leslie know. Reach back out to her. Check your junk mail if you haven't been getting anything, because folks, we want to see you face to face. We love you guys. Leslie and I want to talk to you and just, get to know you, let you know you have a support system here. So God bless you. You guys have an amazing day. Talk to you later.